Happiness from renunciation is beyond comparison to the happiness of acquisition. Renunciation gives confidence, energy, faith about self, determination and courage, ready to depart at any time. Human life is a test. Let's say you were in Tusita Deva world and given an assignment to go to the human world. 400 years in the human world is just one day in the Tusita Deva world. If we live 100 years as a human, that is only 6 hours of Tusita. Just imagine the short lifetime we get, and do we even have an idea how short it is? We've paid a huge bill to buy this life, so in business terms, at minimum, you should recover the investment cost. Any plus will allow you to have an equal or better existence. The person who gets many zeros to his value, we call him successful and the richest. But how many sins has he committed to become rich? Only he knows. When someone becomes an arahant, his value is zero, and we say he is successful. Anagamis still have one digit to diminish. Arahants are free of suffering, free of fear, free of anxiety, free of total existence, etc. Now you can understand the value of many zeros makes you vulnerable, and just one zero makes you a hero. Often, every one of us needs to have a chat with ourselves of what we have expected from life and what life has given us so far. Then we will at least get an idea of whether we have achieved or whether we didn't have any plans and where to draw the line. If you have achieved, whatever comes over and above our way are bonus points, which are always very joyful. Often, we need to check how much we really need for our personal consumption. The answer is, you mostly have enough, but you didn't know. Without our knowledge, we were in a rat race. Being rich is a dangerous weapon. It's like a knife. It can be used to cut bread as well as destroy a person. The more you have, the more greedy you become, because our karmic tendency is to accumulate more things. It was later in life that I was fortunate to be guided on the path I am now on, thanks to noble teachers and acceptance of their guidance. We shouldn't think that the family we have now is our only life and that we should do everything for our family because we need to do our duties to ourselves first. Please don't take me the wrong way. I'm not telling you to neglect your family. Even when we are on a flight, the first instruction given is, in case of an emergency, you should first wear your own oxygen mask before you try to help anyone else, even if it is your spouse, children, anyone at all. Your surname is only limited to this birth, but we have all had many surnames before, so we shouldn't think the family we have now is the only family we had. When we die, we all know we have to leave everything behind and go. Then why don't we give and go? Many successful business people at least don't get the opportunity to see their children as owners of the businesses they have started because they don't make them owners, and sometimes the courts will make them owners, which is very unfortunate. Until we see a bad medical report, we think we are healthy. Once you get a bad report, your main question is, how long are you going to live? You have to beg and plead with the doctors to try to extend your lifetime. Then only you can understand. You can earn or beg for money, but you can't beg or buy your lifetime. We should not leave anything to repent about after death. We should not postpone duties to fulfill for ourselves. We must train our mind to go from worldly things to charity, kindness, tolerance, and to the noble Dharma path. I was the chairman of a group of companies which was established by myself in the 1990s. I surrendered my wealth and most of my businesses to my wife and children. Now I became the chairman of only 6 companies, which were established on the 17th of December 1965, which is my birthday. These companies are the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body and mind. Until I obtained full control of all my acquisitions, they were generating sins for me rather than making merits. I am now trying to stop generating sins. For the companies I established in 1990, I introduced systems and procedures to bring in good dividends, but for the companies established in 1965, I am introducing mindfulness, Yoniso Manasikara, which prevents sins and generates merits. Until I started the renunciation, I was socially very active. I was consuming spirits, and I was introduced to various spirits of various types. What sort of bites accompany each type of drink, music which makes you get more drunk gradually, etc., etc. It's all the same. What you feed your mindset, you get in return equally. In short, what you reap is what you sow. Likewise, when we practice generosity and we get into meditation, we get opportunities to earn merits and meet noble souls, which leads to enhanced wisdom. We must be selfish up to a certain level and think of yourself and do things for yourself if we want to earn merits and to have a good merit balance in our merit bank. When you go to developed countries, you hardly get opportunities to make merits. When opportunities come and tap on our vehicle door, underprivileged people, we are not clever to take that opportunity. Sometimes we spend time to think how much we give, even without knowing how much we have in the pocket. Some people are very stingy. If I describe how stingy some people are, they get up in the middle of the night to check whether they lost any sleep. Initially, you can buy merits by spending money, but later you become addicted to it. It's a good addiction. It's like you just plant the seed and it will automatically become a tree. Another experience I gained is when we go on a holiday to another country. We do not waste time to check on how the country is doing, politics, etc. We don't read any newspapers or watch their news on television. Likewise, we must have a tourist mentality in our day-to-day life too. We should not find fault with unnecessary things, as we have come for a different assignment. I often did an exercise to get into this mindset. Before I get off my bed in the morning and let my feet touch the ground, I think of what I should do today to take with me when I die, while I am attending to things to leave and go. Then, every night, before I place my feet back on the bed, I think of what are the things I left behind today, and what the good things I did to take with me and go. If I find something I have done, I offer merits to devas and to the dead, which encourage me to do this as a habit. This made me more mindful in order to be able to answer my daily question in the evening. Being rich is not a qualification to a move on to a better existence. It's a disturbance and a disruption if it is not handled properly. Everyone wants to go to heaven, but no one wants to die. They are ignorant of what will help them go to heaven. When we get here, we must think this is because we hurt someone, and this prevents us from hurting others again. When we receive profits and we are happy, we need to think that this is because we have made others happy. We always plan what to do if we achieve this or if we achieve that, but we must have a reverse psychology. We badly need isolation and seclusion. Only then do we meet ourselves. Instead, we're used to being with our family and friends all the time. Lord Buddha has taught about a wheel of merit making. Serving and offering to an arahant brings mega merits, and today we have been fortunate to have associated with an arahant. It is not a coincidence, it is a result of the power of our merits. Have we valued it? Have we put our whole heart and soul for the opportunity? Please note, there can be an expiry date for that association too, according to the theory of cause and effect. Therefore, let's be wise and make the best of it, as the time is running out. May the noble triple gem bless you all.